So how's everybody feeling today? Any special requests? Low back? Lower back, sure. Abdominal area? Legs, abs, arm, everything? All right. Let's start on our backs today, but let's bring the soles of the feet together, draw the heels in towards the body so you can start to open up the hips a bit. If you want to open the shoulders, the arms can come out to a T and you can bend at the elbow. So just let gravity start to pull those knees down towards the ground. Tucking the chin just slightly, creating length at the back of the neck. Begin to pay attention to your breath as you move it in and out through your nose. The lips are closed. Try to keep the jaw relaxed and just start to breathe in and out, slow and steady. Every inhale is full and every exhale is complete. Good morning. Belly rising as you inhale, rib cage expands and the collarbones lift. As you exhale, the collarbones drop, the ribs regather, and the belly comes back towards the spine. You're welcome. So just try to maintain that 3-part breath that you're so familiar with. Expanding your lungs as fully and as completely as you can. Take a deep breath in and extend your arms slowly back over your head. Stretch the arms long, and as you exhale, let your arms circle down to your sides. Reach for the thighs, and as you inhale, let your knees come together. Draw them into the chest, and just rock from side to side. Massaging across the back. Good. As you roll back to center, take a grip on the back of your thighs, pop the hips up off the mat and roll up and down the length of the spine a few times. If you're rolling side to side instead, roll to one side to come up, and we're all going to join in seated and then come into table pose. And from our table pose, we're going to bring our big toes together, sit the hips all the way back to the heels. Once you can't get the hips to go any lower, start to lower your torso, lower your head. Arms can release out in front of you, back alongside you. If your head is not touching the floor or the ground, support the head with the hands. And just breathe deeply here. Letting your hips just start to sway from side to side. And as your hips sway back to center, go ahead and extend and reach the arms forward. Grip with your fingers and pull yourself up into table. Bring the knees in under the hips and bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. On an inhale, send your right leg straight back behind you. Flex the foot, spread the toes. Try to keep the weight equally rooted into both your hands. Push the earth away from you. Inhale, lift your chin and your heel, open the throat as you look up. Point your right toes, squeeze your knee to your chest. Try to bring your forehead towards your knee. And now inhale, extend the leg back. Flex the foot. As you exhale, bow the chest towards the ground. And inhale, press back up. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhaling to extend the leg, flex the foot, look up. Exhale, take the cat bow. Inhale, press up. Exhale, forehead to knee. We're going to do one more. Inhale and extend the leg. Exhale, elbows in as you bow down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, squeeze the knee in, hold. Pull the belly in towards the spine, pull that knee in towards the forehead. And now inhale, send the right leg back. Lift the chin, look up. Exhale, lower your knee. Bring your big toes together, bring your knees as wide as your mat and sit your hips all the way back. Relax the torso. Relax the arms, relax the head. And take a few deep breaths. Reaching the arms forward, pulling yourself up to your hands and your knees. Coming back to that table position, make sure the space between your thumbs could accommodate both feet in between them. And then inhale, send your left leg straight back. Flex your foot, look down to the ground just ahead of your fingers, and press the space between your shoulder blades towards the sky. Inhale, lift the heel, lift the chin, open the throat as you point your left toes, squeeze your knee into your chest, forehead to knee. Inhale, send the leg back, flex the foot, take the cat bow, lower your chest between the palms and press up as you inhale. Squeeze that knee in as you exhale. Inhale, extend the leg, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, squeeze that knee in. One more time. Inhale, send the leg back. Shoulders forward as you lower down. Press up. Squeeze the knee in. Hold the pose. Pull the belly in tight to the spine. Try to draw your forehead towards the knee. Good. Inhale, send the leg back. Lift the chin. Look up. Exhale, lower your knee, bring your knees together, big toes touch, sit back onto those heels, lower your torso, lower your head, support the head if necessary, and relax. And breathe. Good. Reach the hands forward, pull yourself up through table, and then tuck your toes and press back to your first downward facing dog. Keep those wrist creases parallel with the top edge of your mat. Push the earth away from you through both hands. Maybe walking those heels up and down a few times. And then press both heels down towards the ground. Relax the head, just let it hang. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, soft knees as you look forward, and let your feet come forward to your hands. Inhale, take the flat back, long spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale again, come up halfway, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then slowly fold back down over those legs. Last time, inhale, look out in front of you, lengthen the spine, take a grip on the back of the legs, begin to draw yourself down. Try to bring just as much weight into your toes as you have back in your heels. Breathe deeply. Good. Release your fingers to the earth. Walk those hands forward away from the feet a little bit if you can. Try to keep both feet connected firmly to the ground. So if you need to bend the knees a little bit, bend the knees. Shoulders are over wrists. Push into your right foot. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Send the crown of the head out towards the river as you press your left heel all the way back. Looking down just ahead of those fingers. Take another inhale, lift that left leg higher. Exhale, lower the left foot next to the right, and then left foot takes the weight. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Push out through the heel and spread your toes. Try to level those hips out as best you can. Take another inhale, lift the right leg higher. Exhale, lower the right foot down next to the left. Walk the hands back as you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, fold chest to thighs. Planting your palms on the earth, walk, step, or hop your feet back until you're at the top of a push-up. Remembering your plank can be done on the toes as well as from down on the knees. Keep the tailbone tucked, lift through the low belly. Good, keep pulling that low belly in towards the spine, and as you inhale, look slightly forward. As you exhale, lower with control. Curling into your cobra. So pull your heart towards the river, stretch those toes back behind you. Make sure your hands are just behind the shoulders. Push into your hands, inhale, come up, 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 tuck the toes, press back to downward facing dog. Lift those hips up, push the chest back. Keep breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Good, relax the head, just let it hang. On your next inhale, rise onto the toes, soft knees, look to your hands and let your feet come forward to that space. And now inhale, flat back, long spine, gaze out in front of you. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale, circle the arms up, lift the chin, look up. Palms touch, exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up, looking forward, lean to your right as you exhale. Try to stabilize those hips, draw the low belly in. Inhale, come through center, exhale, over to the left. Keep the shoulders down. Inhale to come up. Exhale, draw the tail down, lift the chin. Inhale, stretch tall, and exhale, lean back, pushing the hips forward. Come all the way up as you inhale, open the palms and swan dive all the way down. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or hop back to the top of a push-up. Shoulders over wrists. Push the earth away. Spread your fingers as wide as you can, and if you need to modify, simply set the knees down. Try not to collapse between those shoulder blades. Puff up the upper back a little bit. Good, as you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, lower slow. Curl into your cobra, Bhujangasana. Hands beside the chest, elbows hugging in. Try to lift your kneecaps away from the floor. Tops of the feet are heavy on the ground. So try not to tuck the toes. Try to set the tops of the feet down. Take another inhale, come up, and as you exhale, tuck your toes. Press up and back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, let your right leg float up behind you. Press out through the heel, spread your toes. Good, try to keep both arms strong and straight as you push the earth away. Take a deep breath in, lift the right leg up, look forward, step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Walk that foot closer to the right hand as you wiggle that left foot back as far as it'll go. So in between your two heels right now is about 2 of your own fist distance width. Gaze forward, lift the chest away from the thigh. Press that left leg as straight as you can and breathe. Pulling right hip back, left hip forward. Take another deep breath in, and with your exhale, simply set your left knee down. Keep the toes tucked, right hand to the right knee. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Lift the chin, open the throat, and on your next inhale, right arm joins the left. Pull the shoulders down, staying here, or simply lifting the left knee off the ground. Find your edge. Keeping that right knee bent deeply over the right ankle. Take another inhale, really reach back. As you exhale, release the hands down. Plant both palms, come off that back knee, and right foot joins the left. Press back to downward dog. Lift those hips high and press the chest back. Relax your head. So look towards your navel or maybe towards your knees. Try not to look between your hands. Bring your chin slightly toward your chest. Inhale, lift your left leg up slowly. Push out through the heels, spread your toes. Look at that left foot. Inhale, lift that left leg even higher. Exhale, big step forward. Left foot joins the hands there at the top of your mat. Walk the left foot closer to the left hand. Wiggle that right foot back as far as you can take it. Sinking the hips nice and low now. Try to pull the left hip back and bring the right one forward. Keep moving the heart forward. Keep extending and lengthening the spine. Keep that back leg as straight as you can. Keep your eyes focused. Take another deep breath in and exhale, lower your right knee. Keep the toes tucked, left hand to the left knee. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. And then melt the hips down, relax the shoulders down. Maybe that left arm can come up to join the right. Staying here or straightening the right leg if you did on the other side. Find your edge. Keep working with that slow, deep breath. Take another inhale, really reach it back. As you exhale, lower the hands down. Take the right knee off the ground if it's there, and then step the left foot back to meet the right. Press back to downward dog. Inhale up onto the toes, soft knees looking forward. Exhale, feet come forward. Inhale, take the flat back, and exhale, full chest to thighs. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Palms touch, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Looking forward, inhale, circle the arms up. Take a hold of the left wrist from underneath as you lean to the right. Give a gentle tug on that left arm to stretch it out. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Left foot taking weight now. Float your right leg out to the right. Flexing the foot, spreading the toes. Take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, lower the right foot down. Inhale, come through center. Palms face each other, holding the underside of the right wrist as you lean to the left. Push that right hip out to the right. Right foot taking weight. Left leg floats out to the side. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lower the left foot down. Inhale, come through center. Turn your palms to face each other, pull the shoulders down. Inhale, lift both heels up away from the ground. Try to balance the weight evenly across all 10 of your toes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower your heels back down. Inhale, reach for the sky, turn your palms out, circle the arms all the way around behind your back, and clasp the hands now. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the chin, open the throat. Exhale, start to lean back. Lift your heart towards the sky. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back bend. Really crack open that chest. On the next inhale, slowly come up. Soft knees, lead with the heart, fold all the way down. Relax your head as you start to pull the arms away from the back. Keep that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep some weight in your toes, not just your heels. Continue to breathe. Good. Take another inhale. Stretch the arms a little bit further as you exhale. Relax the arms all the way down. Bend your knees. Let your arms just dangle in a rag doll. Give your head a little shake as though saying no. And then nod the head yes, up and down. Bring your head back to center one more time. Shake the head no. Turn it slowly side to side. And then one more time, nod the head yes, up and down. And then just let your head hang. Let your arms just dangle. Try to lift your hips away from your heels. Good. Look down, plant your hands on the ground, shoulder distance apart. Walk, step, or hop back to the top of a push-up. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Bring it forward underneath the right hip and bring your right hand in now so it lines up with the knee. Plant your left foot directly behind that right foot, toes pointing to the arch of your left foot. Try to have your right knee under your hip, not too close to your wrist. If you need the kickstand support, slide the right foot back a little bit and then look at your right thumb and reach your left arm to the sky. Can you look out to the left or even up towards that thumb? Roll the left shoulder back, roll the left hip back, grip with those right fingers, turn your left palm forward, take the arm over the ear. Try to keep that arm as straight as possible, shoulders down, away from the ears. Spiral your chest open to the left, right up to the sky. Good. As you inhale, let your left arm float back up straight. As you exhale, look down, lower your hand down, lower your knee down, widen your hands back to shoulder distance. Inhale, lift the chin and the tailbone up. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, rounding out the back. And two more. Inhaling into cow and exhaling into cat. One last time. Inhale into cow. And exhale up into cat stretch. Neutral table. Left knee stays under the left hip. Left hand comes in to line up with it. Pivot and plant the right foot directly behind the left foot. And if you need that kickstand, slide the left foot back a little bit. Looking at that left thumb, reach your right arm up to the sky. Maybe looking out to the right, maybe even looking up towards the thumb. Push the earth away through that left hand. Turn your right palm forward. Take the arm over the ear. So your palm is facing the ground as you reach towards Detroit with that right arm. Spiral your chest open to the right. Press firmly through that left hand, and as you inhale, let your right arm float back up to the sky. As you exhale, look down, lower the hand down, lower the knee down. Widen your hands back to shoulder distance and take 3 cow and cat. So make sure the space between your thumbs, both your feet would fit in between those 2 hands. Good. Bronwyn, go even a little bit wider. Good. When you finish that third cow to cat, you can take it back to child's pose. So whatever variation of child's pose you like, knees together, knees apart, arms forward or back, relax. And just breathe deeply. Try to let those hips fall as close to the heels as you can get them. Relax the arms. Relax those wrists and elbows and shoulders. And then reaching those hands forward. Pull yourself up into table. Tuck your toes, press it all the way back to downward facing dog. Good, let's step the left foot in between the hands and walk the hands around to the right until you're facing the long edge of your mat. And now walk your feet to about a one leg's length stance and pigeon toe your feet. Hands are on the ground, so bend your knees if you need to. Lifting the chest up and away from the earth, bring a little bit of weight into your toes and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to fold down, planting your hands and walking those hands back slowly. Try to keep those hands at a shoulder distance. Keep your elbows at a shoulder distance as well. Tucking your chin, get your palms flat to the ground. And then still keeping weight in the toes, not just the heels. Point your elbows straight back behind you. Press the backs of the knees gently open. Good, on your next inhale, walk the hands forward, lengthening the spine. Exhale, little bend to the knees, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. See something, root down into the feet, make sure they're still pigeon-toed. Inhale, bring your arms to a T. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Fingers are on top. Go the opposite way. So cross the hands the other way. Pull those knuckles down, squeeze between those shoulder blades as you inhale, lift through the crown of the head. As you exhale, a little softness to the knees as you start to fold. Come down to your furthest, relax your head, and then start to draw the arms away from the back. Try to let your toes take just as much weight as your heels. Pull those arms gently. Take another inhale, stretch the arms a little bit further. Exhale, relax the arms down, let them dangle, bend your knees, and you're in a wide-legged version of a rag doll. So just relax here. Give the head a little shake as though saying no. And then a nod as though saying yes. And then relax the head. Fingertips on the earth. Let's inhale to a flat back. Put a little bend in the knees and bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Shorten your stance a little bit because we're going to turn our toes out and bend our knees over our ankles. So adjusting your legs as wide or as close together as they need to be to get your shins perpendicular to the ground. Draw the shoulders back. So John, you can go a little wider with your feet if you want. Tuck the tailbone, arms to a T, palms forward. Keep your elbows at shoulder height and just bend those elbows. So elbows up. Fingers up, draw the elbows back, pull the low belly in. See something in front of you. Do you have it in you to go a little further? Some of you might lift up onto the toes. Finding your edge. Take a deep breath in. If you've lifted those heels, lower them down. Sit a little deeper. Take a deep breath in and hinge to your right. Keep your elbows at shoulder height. On an inhale, come up. Exhale and hinge to your left. Inhale, come up. Sit a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the legs, toes forward, straighten the arms, palms down. Relax the arms down. Good. Turn your left toes out. Step your right foot forward. Bring your hands to your heart. Close the eyes. Interlace your fingers the other way. Press your palms forward as you straighten the arms. Inhale, lift those arms all the way up. Pull the shoulders down. See something. Inhale, lift your heels away from the ground. Come up onto those toes as best you can. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your heels down. Inhale, press through the palms, lift the chin. Exhale, soft knees, swan dive forward. Look out in front of you as you inhale. Plant your hands on the earth and take it back to plank pose as you exhale. Gaze forward with the in-breath. Lower all the way down to your belly. So if you want to back up a little bit on your mat, you can. Forehead on the mat. Arms back alongside the body, palms down. Slide your hands out, maybe 6 inches. Press your palms to the earth. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit. So untuck your toes, point your toes straight back, squeeze your ankles together, press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, send the chin forward, lift through the back of your head. Don't lift the legs though, keep the feet down. Lift just the upper body here. Push into the palms, push into those feet. So arms are like jet airplane wings, John, all the way back beside you, palms pressing into the ground. Can you inhale, lift both legs up? Stretch your toes all the way back. On your next inhale, float both arms up now. Stretch your fingers back behind you as well. Take one last inhale, lift everything up, and then exhale, lower yourself down, bring your arms around, make a pillow with your hands, stacking your palms, lie on your left ear, and let your big toes come together as your heels fall out to the sides. And just breathe. Breathe in through the nose, and breathe out through the nose. Good. Let your forehead come down to the ground. Let your arms come all the way back alongside you. Interlacing your hands now at the small of your back. Give a squeeze between those shoulder blades. Send your knuckles back behind you. Squeeze your ankles together. So your forehead is on the ground. On the inhale, send the chin forward. Now lift through the back of the head. Lift those arms just away from the buttocks and send your knuckles towards those heels. Breathe. On your next inhale, lift both legs off the ground. Stretch those toes back. Snake pose. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Good. Take another inhale. Lift everything up. As you exhale, gently lower. Bring the arms around. Make a pillow with the hands. Turn your head the opposite way, big toes touch, heels fall apart. And breathe. In and out through your nose. If you're looking for Emanuela, she's usually at 10:30.
Are you Susan?
I'm Susan. Yeah. Hi.
I don't really know.
It starts at 9:30 on Sunday. Good. So bring your hands now gently under your shoulders. Squeeze your ankles together. Push into your hands, start to lift yourself up, and as you do, slide your hands forward so your elbows are now under your shoulders. So slide your hands forward, come into Sphinx pose. So try to make your forearms parallel to each other. And if you feel as though your shoulders are starting to hunch up around your ears, bring your elbows forward a little bit more. Good, press into the tops of the feet. Lift through the crown of the head and now close your eyes. Keep pulling your heart towards the river and keep stretching those toes back behind you. Good. As you inhale, open the eyes, looking forward. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Try not to twist the upper body. Just turn the head, look for your right heel. Good. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, pause. Inhale, extend the spine as long as possible. Exhale, widen the elbows, lower your forehead. Bring your hands to either side of your chest and gently press up to your knees and push all the way back into child's pose. Sink those hips back to the heels. Allow your spine to round out. Let your hips sway from side to side. Good. Let your hips sway through center. Go ahead and extend those hands forward. Pull yourself up to your hands and knees. Inhaling, lifting the chin and the tailbone up. Exhale, draw the chin into the chest as you round the back. Tailbone draws down. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Neutral spine, tuck your toes, press up and back to downward dog. And try to hold this pose now. So have those hands and feet far enough apart that the heels are slightly off the ground. Press through those hands. Try to really straighten the arms as you lift your hips towards the sky. Press those heels towards the earth. Good. Let's inhale up onto the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop to seated now. Extend those legs out. Pull the flesh out from underneath those sitting bones. Pull all 10 toes back towards you. Spread them out. Squeezing between the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift both arms up and look up. As you exhale, send your heart towards your toes as you reach towards Detroit. Inhale, come back up. Stretch tall. Pull the belly in, heart forward, reach to Detroit. Inhale, come all the way up. As you exhale, come to your furthest point. Relax the arms, take a gentle grip. And now pulling the belly in for the very last time, send your heart as close to Detroit as you can get it, and then relax your head all the way down. And as you relax your head, close your eyes. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Pull your toes towards your chest and pull your chest towards your toes. Keep spreading those toes out as much as you can. Try to relax the head. Good, and your next inhale, lift the chin up away from the chest, opening the eyes. As you exhale, extend the arms alongside the ears. Inhale, come all the way up, palms turn out as you circle the arms down. So let's plant the feet at a hip distance stance. So just 2 fists would fit in between the heels. Hands are going to come back around behind you, about 1 foot or so. Fingers can point forward or straight back. So only 2 of your fists would fit in between the heels. When you're ready, inhale, lift your hips to the sky, push your chest to the sky. Can you look up to the sky? Some of you might even be able to relax your head and look back behind you. If there is pain in the neck, look at your navel instead of behind you. Push into those hands and feet. Take another inhale, really lift the hips. Now look forward and slowly lower the buttocks. Good, extend the legs out. So let's bring the soles of the feet together, but make a diamond shape with your legs. So not Baddha Konasana, slightly different. The distance from pubic bone to forehead is going to be the same distance from pubic bone to arches of the feet. So you're holding on to the knees maybe, give a little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Inhale, lift through the crown and move the heart forward. Maybe your hands can slide to your shins, maybe to your ankles, maybe they wrap around the toes. Pull your low belly back towards your spine. Send your heart as close to Detroit as you can get it, and then relax your head all the way down. Close your eyes here and breathe. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Imagining you could get your chest to come right close to those toes. Breathe deeply. Try to let your head just hang now. Let it go. You don't need to hold it up. Good. As you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, pause. And inhale, come all the way up. Now we're going to take our heels as close to us as we can. Maybe even reaching back behind you with those hands. Scoot those hips as close to the heels as you can get them. And then you can hold the toes. You can open your feet up like a book. You can hold your ankles or you can hold your shins. Lift the chest away from the belly. Press the knees towards the ground and take a deep breath in and move your heart between the arms. Try not to let your elbows jut forward. Keep them back by the sides of the body. Move your chest as far forward as it'll go, and then relax your head all the way down. Continue to breathe deeply here in Baddha Konasana. Opening up the hips. Opening up the inner thighs, muscles deep within the groin. Breathe deeply and slowly. Good. As you inhale, lift the chin. As you exhale, pause, and then inhale, come all the way up. Bring your knees together. Walk the feet away a little bit and take a grip on the back of the legs. And then lifting the chest, lifting the feet, raise those feet up as high as you can as you point your toes. Can you extend the arms to become the sides of your boat here in Navasana? Keep lifting that chest, lifting the chin slightly. Take another deep breath in as you exhale. Plant your feet. Roll out onto your back. As you lower your head down, walk your feet back even closer to you and plant your heels directly in front of those buttocks. 2 of your own fist distance between those 2 heels. So try not to have your feet as wide as the outer flesh of your body, just as wide as your hip bones. Press your palms down to the ground. Press your low back down to the ground. And on an inhale, lift your hips towards the sky. Lift your hips up. Can you walk the hands in a little closer together? Some of you might clasp the hands, climb up onto the triceps. Try to keep your knees right over top of your ankles. Press the length of both arms firmly down to the ground here. Good. Take another inhale. Lift those hips up, up, up. Move the arms out from under you and roll the back down slowly. Let your knees come into your chest, and as you hug those knees in, rock side to side. Massage your back. Good. As you roll back through center, set your feet on the ground, preparing for another round of bridge. Arms like railings, right tucked into the sides, low back, rooting down. Inhale, lift those hips up. Now, if you'd like to move into wheel, the hands can plant to either side of your head, fingers pointing towards Detroit, elbows hugging in, and maybe you're straightening the arms, coming all the way up to the palms. Maybe you're staying in bridge, walking those hands closer together, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Try to keep those knees in at a hip distance stance. Take another inhale, come high up on your toes now. If you're coming out of bridge, take your arms out from under you as you roll down slowly. If you're coming out of wheel, come out carefully. Draw your knees into your chest and just rock from side to side. Massage your back. Good. As you roll your body back to center, take your arms like railings right down beside you. Take the soles of your feet up towards the sky. So you have an option to stay here. You have an option to take arms up and legs up. You have the option to lift your hips up, drop your legs over your face, coming up into shoulder stand. Do not turn your head if you're not familiar with the pose. If you need to watch someone, watch someone. If you need my assistance, call me over. You're trying to get your pinky fingers to come into either side of your spine. Lifting those legs up as high as you can. If you're doing arms up and perhaps legs up, you can be wiggling fingers and toes. If you just have legs up, wiggle your toes a little bit. Encourage a little bit more lymphatic drainage here. Try to relax those legs and feet. Good. Those of you that are in shoulder stand, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, let your right leg come all the way over your face. On an inhale, let your right leg come up, and then exhale, let your left leg come down. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg all the way up. If you're in shoulder stand, take it into plow pose. Let both legs come down. Try to keep your hands supporting your back. If the toes do not touch the ground behind your head, keep your hands supporting your back. Keep your head straight. Do not turn it. If the toes are touching the ground, press the backs of the knees open. Good. Palms to the ground. Keep your head on the ground and start to lower your upper back towards the ground. So keep the legs close to the face. Slowly lowering upper back to mid back, all the way down to the low back. And now we're all here, legs up at 90 degrees. Send your heels to the sky, push into your palms, take a deep breath in, and begin to lower both your legs towards the ground as you push your heels towards Detroit. And once your heels touch down, walk your feet towards you, draw your knees into your chest, and just rock from side to side. Rolling from hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, ear to ear. Good. As you roll back to center, set your feet on the ground. Walk your feet together. Let the soles of your feet touch. Let your knees open out to the sides. Take your arms to a T, palms up. Bend at the elbows and point your fingers straight back behind you. Taking some long, deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Good. On your next inhale, stretch your arms all the way back behind you. Reach, reach, reach. As you exhale, circle your arms down to your sides. And then inhale, help your knees all the way up. And then walk your feet away from one another, keeping your knees bent. Let your knees fall towards one another. Bring your arms to a T, palms down. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, let both knees melt to the right. Turn your head to the left. Try to keep that left shoulder heavy on the ground. Your feet are still as wide as your mat is, so we're targeting that left hip and hip flexor area. Maybe you want to walk your left foot a little further out to the left, bringing your left knee more in line with your left hip. Good. If you walked that left foot out to the left, let it come back in slowly, and on an inhale, let your head and your knees slowly come up. And then let both your knees melt to the left. Let your head now turn to the right. Take a few long deep breaths, and then can you walk your right foot a little further out to the right, bringing your right knee in line with your right hip. Good. If you walk that right foot out to the right, bring it back in slowly. Inhale, let your head and your knees come up. Walk your feet towards each other. Pick up your left leg, cross left knee over right knee. So knee over knee. So not ankle, but knee over knee. Shift your hips a few inches to the left. Take a deep breath in, turn your head to the left. As you exhale, lower both legs over to the right. If having your legs crossed is too intense, it's pulling your left shoulder off the ground, just uncross the legs and stack them instead. Try to relax through the low back, mid back, and upper back. On your next inhale, slowly come up through center, uncross your legs, shift your hips to center. Cross your right knee over your left knee. Good, now shift your hips just a couple inches to the right. Take a deep breath in, turn your head to the right, and start to relax your legs now all the way to the left. And again, if having those legs crossed is too much, just uncross the legs. Try to relax here as much as you can. Try to soften and try to melt. On your next inhale, let your head and your knees come up through center, uncross your legs. Shift your hips back to center, draw your knees into your chest. And just rock from side to side. Good, as you come back to center, squeeze your knees really tightly into your chest and try to bring your forehead up to your knees. Wrap your arms even more tightly around those legs. Scrunch up your face, take a deep breath in, engage every muscle in the body, squeeze, 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 and relax. Lower your head, lower your feet. If you have extra clothing, a little blanket you'd like, make your way into Shavasana. Feet as wide as the mat, relax them out to the sides, arms away from the body, palms facing the sky. Tuck the shoulder blades, tuck the chin. Let the deep breathing go. Let your whole body be heavy now. Let your whole body relax and release and let go. The sounds coming from around you, just let them drift further and further away. Starting to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, and just deepen your breath slowly, mindfully. Moving hands and feet, wrists and ankles, let your head turn from side to side. Roll your head back through center. Draw your legs together, stretch your arms over your head, and take a deep breath in, lengthen, reach, 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 and relax the arms down to your sides. Draw your knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Rolling all the way to the right, eyes still closed, press into your left hand, slowly come up to seated. Sit tall. Bring your palms together, your hands at your heart. Send the crown of your head towards the sky and settle heavily through the seat. Take a moment to thank yourself for your practice this morning. And sealing in that practice with the chanting of Om, take a deep breath in. The divine light within me graciously, humbly acknowledges the same divine light within you. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Sunday. Nice to see you all. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're not sure of the schedule for this coming week, Chris has got it on the clipboard here. And if you want to do a second yoga class, you can just spin yourself around and join in. Tuesday, 7 a.m. Yeah.